What was going on in your life when you first decided to work with me?
I was in the middle of quite a tough time in terms of my job at the time. I'd experienced ongoing burnout. The work environment really wasn't suiting me, and also just where I was emotionally as well was quite difficult with a lot of personal things going on, like relationship breakdowns. So I was in quite a bad place where it seemed like multiple buckets of life were quite rubbish, if I'm honest. So yeah, I think I met you at a very low point in my life.
What was it like to work with me? How did you find the whole kind of experience and process?
I thought you have been really kind and compassionate and offered to listen really openly, especially at the beginning of when we worked together. I think it's probably what I needed, and I didn't get like judgment from you. It was just a safe space that you created for us to bring whatever we needed to the table. So I think that was really important for me at that time to help me get to where I am today.
How did you find those three parts working together? The three steps of the process?
So I was in a really low place, and we did all the processing to sort of deal with just difficult emotions and kind of accepting like the situation and really just adjusting to the new phase of life that I was in. And then the reconnecting to myself was really good, coming at a time where that processing had already taken place, and it was a chance for me to actually tune into myself at the time, which I think it took a bit of time for us to get there. But it was good to take that pause and trying to get better at labeling my emotions and recognizing that it might not just be mentally how I'm processing an emotion, but how it feels in the body as well. That was like an extra layer of information that I perhaps wasn't tuning into as much before, or at least being conscious of it. Looking ahead to the future, um, it makes sense because now that I feel more in tune with myself and who I am, how I work, looking ahead in the future with that knowledge to try and set up a better future and a better vision for myself overall, one that's sustainable.
What shifts or breakthroughs have you experienced since working together?
I think the biggest thing is probably coming out of my depression and burnout. That's probably been the most significant change for me. I think when I first started working with you, I had so much low mood. I couldn't focus on my goals or even think about them, let alone take steps towards them. Whereas now, like, I think you might remember I've mentioned to you before about wanting to go back to uni. Like, I attended an open evening this week,
Mm.
and engaging with like the course director and asking all these questions and just being interested, having the brain space to go and do research and like all these goals that we're putting together and the habits that we've been developing have been really good, like anchors, I think, for me to stay on track with where I want to get. Some of these things that I've learned from coaching through you, especially the habit tracker and even just the practices of Trello and XYZ and other things that I'm doing as well, like the journaling, like the gratitude and reflections.
Mm.
These feel like not just temporary, oh, while we're coaching, these are things I'm doing. I'm thinking more long term of like that sustainability of life, of keeping these practices ideally um, into my actual lifestyle so I can always tap into those for future goals and next goals that arise.
What impact has the coaching had on your day to day? life, your work, and your relationships?
I think day to day, like with some of the things we've just mentioned now, like the habit tracker, etc.,
Mm.
um, has helped me add more structure and routine into my day and week and month and year.
Mhm.
Work and relationships, I can't really say. Like work, I'm not working at the minute, but I think overall, like coaching has obviously played a part in me getting back to myself and feeling more confident and motivated. So I feel in a better position to be able to return to work or study in my case. Um, and relationships, I think, yeah, just as I mentioned before, like coming out of that sort of depression and low mood and burnout, which was affecting my relationships and my sociability. All of that's returned now. So, um, yeah, I think overall it's been really positive changes.
Who would you recommend this coaching to and why?
I think anyone that wants to really have a look at their life and see how can they change it if they want to change it. Anybody struggling to make those changes. And I think also like coaching would benefit anyone. So although someone might not actively be looking for a change in job or any other transitions or thinks life is okay, I think it can still be an insightful and beneficial opportunity to really reflect and check in with yourself in case there's things you do want to do, but maybe you're not listening to them right now or aware of it.
What would you say to someone who's on the fence about working with me specifically?
Well, I mean, I think I've had a really good experience. I think you really listen and you really take on board what I'm saying, what I'm bringing. Um, Although you've got your program and your
Mm.
ideas and concepts, from my experience, I feel like you've really taken on board what I've needed as well, and you've responded to feedback and adjusted things accordingly. And I found that really, like, I really appreciate that. I think you offer just really a personalized, tailored approach. I think it makes a big difference when someone's willing to listen to you, willing to take you at wherever you are and help you in the way that you specifically need the help.
It's been amazing to watch you grow and kind of, as you say, come out of that low place that you were in.
I feel like I've always say thank you just for offering this support, and it came at a really good time. Appreciate it a lot as well, and hopefully you do know that.